Let's go make sure we got water in the morning. It's 24 degrees with a wind chill down into the single digits. So we got to make sure we're going to have water in the morning. Let's check it out. Oh, well, darn, I guess I could have put a flashlight on, but let's see. Does this have an opportunity for me to add flash? Let's see here. Yep. Okay, we got flash. Cool. Let's see if we have any fibers in the air while we're checking. If anybody noticed there, they took down my biosyn bioengine in here food down in the CMM. Yep, sure did. Took down that thing. They didn't strike me, but they took me down. Let's go see what's up. Hey, duckies. Hey, y'all. Let's make sure we got water. Got that running pretty good. That will probably hold. My gate's frozen shut. Merry Christmas. My neighbor with their Christmas lights. They're very festive people. Not very sociable, but very festive. Not many people up here are very sociable. That's why we come up here. Let's see. I'm not seeing any fibers in the air. I know the sun went down over there. Look how bright it is right there. I'm sorry, the sun went down right there. And it's still real bright. And it went down a little while ago. Let's see here. Make sure we got water, because that one over there can freeze. And all my insulation got blown around because I don't have the strength to get it up there, y'all, by myself. I've got a blown out neck. Okay, let's get this ice dripping a little slow. Let's get that going a little quicker. There we go. That should keep it going. So we have that. Yeah. I'll make a move on that next week. Next 2 weeks, you'll see a bunch of stuff happen here. Showing up. I had to sit still for a little while to let some funds come in. And the market is flooded right now with people trying to get rid of those. Hey, sweet boy. Hey, Wiggletail. What are you doing, Bubba? There they are, y'all. They're here. They're all here. All four. Hey, sweet girls. Yep. Those are the two drakes. I don't know where the hens are. Oh, there they are. They're hiding under there, so they don't have to be harassed. I don't blame you, ladies. That's my good girl there. All right. Good girl. All right. Whew. Sorry if I haven't been paying attention to the chat. Hit a like. Thank you for the like. It's cold here, y'all. Real cold. Show is. No kidding. Burr. Yeah. But I got it 72 degrees in here. I could knock down the furnace a hair, but honestly, as long as propane is $25 a 30-pound bottle, I'm gonna stay warm. Yeah. So there we go. Oh man. Well, that was that, and this is that, and that, and the other. Another day in life. Make sure I got running water. Thank y'all for your support, love, kindness, thoughtfulness. Those of you who've stuck with me through my manic depressive events, I pray to God you never have to go through them. Woo. Kind of happy that my... Hey, Steve, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. How you been? Uh, damn good to see you, brother. Hang on, I'm coming in. I'll be able to read your comments here real well. I'm hooking my tablet up to my screen so I can see. I've been watching Jeff Snyder's channel. I'll share the link. Wow. Awesome. Awesome stuff. Boy's got his head on straight. No doubt. Okay. No doubt. No doubt. All right, now I can see what y'all were saying. Down here in the southwest Texas, if it gets below 80 degrees, we can go up. I bet so, brother. I bet so. Yeah, do you? Heck yeah. How you been, brother? You doing all right? How you like my hat? Yeah, I know I wear it all the time. It's my favorite hat. I got about 20 hats, but this is my favorite. Yes, sir. Uh, I'm gonna be heading down to Concord, North Carolina. See a lady about a litter of feral cats and their mama. Bring them up here. With all the ducks and chickens and everything I raise here and all the feed I put on the ground, I'm having rodent problems. I mean, I live on the river. You're going to have rodent problems anyways. So I've always had mouse, field mice. Well, I mean, I remember when we first got to the place, my father was like, "Oh my God, there's field mice everywhere." I'm like, "Dude, we just moved in on top of them." They're like, "What are you doing here? Get off our land." So, anyways, field mice, you know. So, we're doing a little something about that. No big deal. We're going to bring up that litter of feral cats and get all the males neutered and all the females spayed, except for one breeding couple, and then monitor them and make sure that I have a good, healthy Oh, goodness, I'm sorry, Bubba. What was your kitty cat's name? Oh, you little boy. Oh, you little... Oh, man. Wow. Oh, man. Oh, losing Johnny hurt like hell 2 weeks after the flood, man. He jumped lead and I lost him on the road in Charlotte. I was living in my truck in a field my buddy let me stay in. I had to get out of here for a while. And then my white English golden retriever died in my lap 2 days after my little brother shot himself in the head in my front yard. I'm like, wow, stop! Y'all, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Truly crazy. Anyways. Oh man, I guess I don't need that on the That's a pretty harsh light coming off that big old 8 head. I got a 10 head. Oh, no kidding. I got, well, that's better. Uh, uh, what's his name, bud? What's our little doggy's name that we're looking for? I hope you find him. Oh, Adrian. Adrian. That's like hollering. Uh, oh, what the hell? They holler in the alley there. Oh man, they'll come to me. So, I'm gonna have to speak a little cryptically for a moment, but if you'll notice, when I went to the Dollar G and I filmed the the boxes and cans and packages of highly processed foods, we saw at the bottom a bio thing, you know, and you YouTube sent me a pretty calm email telling me they had taken it down. No strikes, no problem, but we've taken it down and restricted that account from Google's stuff. I only have one account left with Google. Now you got to understand, 7 days after Trump took office, 70 years, 7 months, 7 days old, they took down my 9/11 Truth channel that I've been running for a long time. And I had a lot of subscribers. And they took it down 7 days after Trump took office at 70 years, 7 days, 7 months old. Anyway, I've had to build like 23 channels since, so you got to make it. And whatever. Look. Hey, little bit. How you doing, Dan? How's Ricochet? Warm? Staying warm? Hope you are. Is that wood burning good for you that you got, honey? I know you got a bunch of wood. I heard that. Heck yeah, Leonard. I heard that. Yep. Well, to relate to that story, uh, my friend and I, we didn't have a bird dog, so we would flush our own quail. But they were so prolific where we were at. It was ridiculous. And that's another story. That's a freaking Monsanto story right there, but I witnessed it. Anyways, what happened when they moved in? No kidding. We're in the field, and this poor old dog, he's an old bird dog, German short-haired pointer, wide-faced one, the old school ones. He's just hurting, man. And he'd been butt shot with bird shot. Well, we took him in and helped him back as best we could. It's not like we dug the pellets out of his hips. So he was being lead poisoned the whole time we had him. But we put him in the truck and he got behind the seat. Then he got a hold of a pack of Red Man. He was starving. And, you know, Red Man chewing tobacco. And he got a hold of there was a case back there. He got a hold of that case and just wore that stuff out, man. And then threw up everywhere. Oh, wow. So anyways, Red Man finally ended up, we figured out why he'd gotten butt shot. He would flush too quickly. He'd work the field, find the covey, and if you weren't right behind him, you needed to be young and healthy to keep up with him. And bam, he'd flush those birds too quick. Well, we were able to keep up with him. We figured, well, he must have been owned by an older group that couldn't keep up with him, and they got sick of him busting up the coveys in the field before they got started. Really. Anyway, so there you go. Anyways, so uh, Jerry and I both owned uh, Redman. So anyways, and what's so funny, he's a liver and white, so Redman was perfect for his name. So we're headed out to do a big house out in Weddington. And there's this sign. We stopped at this little country restaurant every morning, man. Got a lettuce, homegrown mater, lettuce, lots of salt, Duke's mayonnaise on. I got mine on wheat. He got his on white. Toast. Oh, good God, with a big old slab of damn country ham flopped over there. Man, you'd be hitting that water bucket all day, salty. But that's good for you when you're working hard like that. You salt, you're sweating it out, you change. I call it changing your oil. Really good for you. Anyway, no stuff. We see the sign of non AKC blah 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 pointers, $40 a piece. I'm like, dude, you want to replace Redman? Yeah. All right. So he wanted a girl dog. Well, he picked one out. And called her Brisket. And I thought, Jerry, I'm gonna buy this dog for you. But he's, man, I ain't got no money. I said, don't worry about it. I got this for you. I got you, buddy. He was bad on the, so he hardly ever had any damn money. He always had a bump, but he very seldom had any money. Little fucker. Anyways, yeah. And I noticed this one bigger male dog. And I'm like, well, what about that dog right there? And he said, oh, wow, that dog, he said, I've been thinking about keeping that dog. I said, oh, yeah, what's up with that? Well, the man that dog is promised to died a week ago from a heart attack. His name was Thomas Preston. So, wow. I said, if I named that dog Tom, TP, think you'd sell him to me? I mean, these dogs were pointing, dude. This guy had it going on. He had training birds, quail birds in the cage. He let one out there, and them dogs lock in, them tails would just be going there. And he agreed. So we hunted behind Brisket and TP for a long time. And that's a good story that you were telling us, Steve, about that. Let me look back up here. Minnie. Dang it. Oh, man. Oh. You know what they call a stubborn old mule? They call him a Jenny. Jenny. Yep. You can't. Number one, you can't make them overwork themselves. No, a horse, you can work it to death. A donkey, you can slap it and it'll get back up and keep going. Mule, no, you can't beat it to make it work itself to death. But it's as stubborn as a mule, and it'll keep on keeping on when it needs to. Jenny. My Jenny. No kidding. I'm glad Ricochet's on the mend. I know you got good hay for him, good feed for him, and he's in a warm spot. That's really neat the way you did your front porch for him. I got my front porch for my birdies. It's a little cold for them tonight. I kind of feel for them. I'm going to let them settle in, and I'm going to bring my layers in here. I really am. The ducks I'm okay with. The ducks will be fine. They're really hardcore. But my 4 layers, I'm going to bring them in. Yeah. Mr. Rue, he's a big old, 25-pound young man. He'll be fine. I'm going to at least bring in Little Girl and Golden Girl, at least. I have a spot over here that I've prepared that I can put them in. And so they don't make a mess of the place. Let me tell you, there's something special about dogs. Johnny was sent to me by God, and he was here for a reason. And he kept me from dying in Oregon. I was laying in a hospital bed. And I was fucking dying. They took down all those channels, y'all. They don't want to see what I went through. They don't want anybody to see how I battled back from this shit. They took down all those channels. I didn't do anything wrong. All I did was document my search for homeopathic cures for this damn cancer I had. That was killing me. I had lost 110 pounds. I was in a hotel room in Oregon, and I was dying. I would have died that day if it weren't for Johnny. And then Johnny saved my life. Him and I went through the flood together. And then 2 days after I got my white English golden retriever, Johnny was taken home. 2 days after I adopted that other white dog, because he didn't went through the flood and that family couldn't keep him in the hotel no more. He was too big and fluffy. And most hotels are kept by those that do not appreciate the canine breed. So they were getting a lot of feedback. And I agreed to keep the other dog. And 2 days later, Johnny, who saved my life, who was really energetic, y'all. It would have been tough to maintain him here with the situation I'm in. And then he handed me the most gentle, loving, sweet dog. And then 2 days after, my little brother couldn't take the pain anymore from this crazy ass world and those shoulder, what you calls, he took 3. Oh, he was having major seizures every day. He couldn't take it anymore. He went out on his own right here in my front, and then my little boy, that big old fluffy dog left me. It's crazy, y'all. Crazy. Crazy. But I've had, I'm 1 year cancer free. I'm doing it, girlfriend. Well, speaking of joy, one of the greatest women I ever knew, her name was Joy, happened to be my mother-in-law. She's actually my step-mother-in-law. That's okay. And it didn't take long for my happiness, pursue happiness. Well, that was yanked out from under me in just about one night. Yeah. So that's kind of a misnomer. And what I found through that was that my joy is husbandry. I truly love raising critters, talking to critters and watching them do their thing. Like my big Drake out there and how he sticks his wings out all badass and wiggles his little tail. And then my big hen, my big Muscovy hen, she comes up to me and just bites me on the leg. Like, hey, boy, you ain't nobody. I'm the boss. I'm like, no, man. I just swat her away and she looks at me like, how dare you swat me? And then Big Roo, he's tried to show his dominance a couple of times. It's funny. Well, he's a breeding. Actually, I'm very fortunate to have him. They're very expensive breeding birds. He's a wonderful breed for layers, and he's a breeding. He's been bred so that he doesn't have big spurs, so he doesn't hurt the girls, which means he doesn't hurt me when he flogs me. He flogged me a few times the other day. I turned around and looked at him. Are you kidding me, boy? Yeah, I turned around. He did it again. I turned around, gave him one boot across the yard. He come back up. He's not flogged me since. Wow. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, wow. Joy was a phenomenally powerful woman. That woman, wow, did she teach me a lot. Wow. Yep. Yeah, man. I could make a whole series about that woman. But and she was a high-ranking Eastern Star Witch. I come from a family of freaking Well, I married. No, no, I don't come. Oh, well, I take that back. Maxwell clan, Masonic. So yeah, my ancestry is Norse, Freemasons, and then I married into a very free Masonic family. I don't practice that shit. I'm not a Luciferian, so there you go. Nope, no. I have a creator, and there was a man that walked this earth named Jesus, and he taught me all about my creator, and I walk with him. Now, is that mythological or not? It doesn't matter. This is my thought process, you know? Love. How do you go wrong with love? You can't. Trust me, y'all. I'd be dead today if I didn't approach the vast majority of the tribulations of my life without a loving thought. Now, I approached much of my life with a ramrod hand. That's what I had to do for a living. But when it came to, wow, it was just amazing. I have to give my wife a lot of credit for that. She'd say, handle that with kid gloves. And I would. I'd turn on the charm. But then other times she'd give me that look like, oh, you might want to punch that in the mouth. And I would. She's a good judge of character. I'm a terrible judge. I trust everybody until they screw up. Yeah, you got that right. Absolutely. Yep. That's funny. You gave her the, you better watch it, girlfriend. How dare you pull rank on me? Slap the hand that feeds you. Are you stupid? That is funny stuff, baby. Hey, y'all. I'm privileged to have 7 of y'all in here after the shit I've been through. Y'all, my grief counseling has made a big difference. According to what I've been studying and this, that, and the other, I was stuck in, there's 5 stages to grief that they can, you know, that they've narrowed it down to. You don't go through them, everybody doesn't go through them in succession like everybody else. You get stuck in one or the other, and I was stuck in anger. I was running everybody off. I was cussing everybody off but Jenny and Steve. Yeah, I was, yeah. And firstly, I want to apologize. Secondly, please forgive me. And then thirdly, I forgive you for any way you reacted to that, because I mean, you didn't. I mean, I can imagine we're all at a different learning phase in this somatic time and dividing of times. But yeah, I wanted to say that. Thank y'all, and love you very much. Yeah. She taught me some tools to use when I feel. It starts right here. I feel it right, man. Uh, uh, oh goodness, honey, I love you too, sweetheart. It's crazy. Super Dave 44. He knew when to call. He knew when to text. It was weird. I'd be weird. I'd be freaking out. He'd be hit me up. Wow, dude. Uh, Daniel Cannon. Before that, I don't know, the ether. They'd feel me struggling. He'd hit me. I'm gonna miss some names here. See, that's what pisses me off. All my friends in England. Wow. I mean, my channels mainly were British. I mean, I had very few American viewers. But man, did they pull me through Michigan and Virginia and Oregon and across the United States. That was the most beautiful drive I ever took, y'all. I went all the way from Michigan to Oregon, across just underneath the Canadian border, and then turned around and went all the way back, and then down into Virginia, back into Virginia. I'd already gone. Wow. Fabulous, y'all. I thought, hell, if I'm going to die, I might as well go see the damn world. Number one. Number two, I might as well go see if I can procure my medicine. Yeah. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Thank you again, Jim. Yep. Oh, man, I watched my My dad's little sister struggled with MS. He was so good to her. I really admired that man, how he treated my aunt through thick or thin, till death did they part. It was a beautiful thing. It really was. From afar, I guess he was a mentor. How to, you know, once you make a commitment, you stick with it. Yep. That's why my wife and I were married for 44 years. I mean, we were not. They separated 22 at 44, but still best of friends. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're only human. I knew her as a child, and she knew me as a child. I knew her frailties, she knew mine. I knew all her secrets, she knew all mine. I wasn't going to turn on that woman. No. Our mortal frailties. They like to guilt trip us on that shit. You know what? No need in that. Hey, JP Adventures. Love you too, brother. We're doing pretty good over here. It's late at night over there where you're at, isn't it? Portugal. My friend from Portugal. Y'all, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that pitiful? Hadn't hit the water. I just haven't been able to bring myself to concern myself with such things. I don't know, y'all. I mean, I live on a spring-fed river with beautiful fish in it that I could eat every day, and I don't bother to go out there and fish. Why not? Why don't I? Because I'm lonely. I don't like to fish alone. I know somebody that likes to fish a lot, so maybe I can talk them into coming up and fishing. I don't doubt it for a minute. That's a good little rig right there. They're fun as heck. Well, see, this time of year, the river I live on is full of smallmouth bass. Two of them will fill you up. Good sized smallmouth bass. And that little rig right there with a rapala, little topwater rapala, running across. Man, bam. 20 minutes I could have dinner every night. And then lemons and dill. I need to start my herb garden with them. Man. Wow. I think of all my gardens and all my dogwoods and all my azaleas. My holly tree, holly bushes, and cedar trees and cherry tree survived. The rest pretty much went down the river. Oh, I know, honey. You got things you got to do. And you got a fella that's, I forget his name, but we can call him Bob, like Uncle Bob, because that's quite a compliment. Yeah, you were so cute the other day when you were like, you kind of put out a little bit of bait. I was like, what? Shut up. You remember? Yeah, that was cute, honey. Yep, that was pretty cute. I can understand. Think about it. Oh, man. Oh, today. The society has every woman in the world convinced that all we want is that. And no. My God, especially at our age, or my age. No. Well, somebody that knows how to make some damn biscuits. And I know how to put fences up, repair fences. You know how to make biscuits? Cool. Let's rock it out. Y'all, it's going to take time, but I'm going to have that loft with a deck out the side of it, totally insulated, beautiful. It'll be my studio, my bohemian hippie studio, my smoking room, my entertainment room, my music room. Probably sleep up there a lot. Uh, Then I'm going to have my tiny home, and I'm going to have my manger, literally a manger, and 3 acres fenced in with a couple of goats that really, I forget the name of them. A friend of mine already told me what I need to get. They're only about $300 a piece. And a billy goat, 2 nanny goats that produce milk year round, and a lot of it. You get about half a gallon a day out of 2 of them. And a billy goat. And billy goat will protect all the rest of the fowl and whatnot. I've got another friend that I'm looking at. She's got acreage that I can go in and buy a Angus calf, and then at the end of the year, they will process it for me, and I give them half of the cow to sell on the market and or keep for themselves. I buy the feed, and then I get grass fed. You give them a little sweet feed in the wintertime to fatten them up at the end. Now, I'm not talking about anything, anything crazy. Right? No, none of these, none of those, nothing like that. Got that? Yeah. I live very close to Asheville, which is really hoity-toity. So my duck breasts and my duck oil and my foie gras should go over real well. And I've already got people asking me if they can buy my eggs. My free-range eggs. So, on top of that, I'm going to put in a few campsites with electric and running water. Yep. And have a animal rescue preserve. Yep. Non-profit. Now, most people think, oh, God, you're going to go get a 501c3. No, I'm not. I'm not going to register as a non-profit. I'm not going to register. No, it'll just be word of mouth, non-profit, period. Run through a single account, LLC, without a 501c3. No, you don't have to have one. See, that's the joke. I was even talking to my CPA. He was like, I don't know why everybody wanted to get a 501c3. You don't have to have one. All it does is put you in the corporate realm. Whereas when you're a nonprofit, you're outside of that admiralty law realm because you're not generating commerce. See? Yeah. You're just sharing commerce, not generating it. Non-profit. You're not profiting from your currencies, gained and or shared. It's hard. He'd bring you to a fishing hole, drop you off, honey. I'll be back in an hour. Well, hey, think about it. I bet if you asked him, he'd stay. Uncle Bob. That's cute, Jenny. That's cute. Ricochet's feeling better. Got some sweet hay. Warms place. He ain't in the wind. That's wonderful. My 4 ducks are out there. I'm telling y'all. Oh, they know who the dominant. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, cool. I tell you what, get you some of those, like, okay, get you 10 feet of inch and a half PVC at your nearest hardware, all right? And then cut it at a 45-degree angle and cut you 4 pieces out of it. And when you get there, get your little hammer and drive them in there, and then throw your bait out there and stick your poles in there. And when one goes, he's going to have to get up and grab it. Especially when a little what do you call them, a school of little sunfish go by, and all 4 of them go, he's going to have to get up and get one of them while you're reeling the other one in. I highly recommend when that happens. My son had to break. He used to tickle the hell out of me. He'd get one on the hook. He'd do about 3 reels and then just turn around and run right up the bank and drag that fish right up onto the bank and turn around and start reeling and run back down to the fish. And I'm like, son, that's awesome, dude. He very seldom lost many fish. As soon as he'd hook him, he'd turn around and run right up the bank. Reel him while he went, turn around and reel him back, and then reel while he went back down there. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, see, I got walleye coming up in the river. Yeah, so that's what I'm referring to. Wow, all these cool ass stories, and I lost 3 of you. What the heck? Well, thank you for the 6 likes, y'all. Little bit of this and little. Man, I miss my boy. Wow. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, that drug war got him. Little bit of this and a little bit of that. Oh, I want to show y'all something. Look here. You see that yellow light in there? See how it's yellow? Looks like the color of our sun. That's in my bedroom. Yeah, trust me, y'all. It is. It's supposed to be the same frequency as our golden sun, which is being eclipsed by that crazy ass damn. I don't know if it's man-made. I think it is. I really do. I think, well, man-made. It's earthly. That sun similar. Earthly, yeah. This is more than one species here. Think about it. Yep, sure enough. Oh, gosh darn y'all. Man, have I got a big week next week. All right. Starting in the morning. No kidding. All right. I got to load up. I'm going to go get a litter of feral kittens and maybe even their mama and bring them up here. But I've got to do errands. I got to run and get this, that, and that document, and this, that, and go by there, and this, that, and the other. And oh my God, there's so many things I got to do. Samaritan's Purse, Red Cross, the Mennonites have brought the thing, looking at an excavator. I've got to source some more homeopathic herbs. So many things going on. I'm gonna be traveling a lot, so stay tuned. Traveling, gathering, applications put in, a lot of internet stuff, paying. Man, just crazy what I got going on next week, and then I'll pretty much be locked in for the winter and be able to chill out. See if I can get through another winter. And then next spring start fencing, planting. If I keep the place, I still haven't got the offer from North Carolina yet. There's a lot of different options, y'all. A lot I have got. Oh wow, it's crazy. And when you start reaching out to all these, and this is why I was hesitant to do it because I knew it was going to happen. when I started reaching out to all these uh, charitable organizations, they look into you. They dox you. Well, I'm a 9/11 truther. I know damn well I was geoengineered into that storm. And see, so I start freaking some people out that are not quite. I mean, I can be pretty controversial. I mean, I'm fully aware what foul cheese and that group did. I mean, here we go. We'll do it right here. Here you go. Okay. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's the master of the third veil. Complete transparency. I am a master of the third veil. I sent in my letter of resignation over 20 years ago. 2 weeks later, my father-in-law took off his, and he was 32nd. I showed him in the books of Moral and Dogma where it says who they really worship, and he was pissed. They had been lying to him. Anyway, so getting around to everything else. I've lost track of where I was talking about. If anybody'd like to remind me in the chat. That's how I caught a northern. He just don't fish. I've been trying to get the gumption up, y'all. I'm not kidding. Okay. If I drive, excuse me. Oh yeah, I knew I was going to be doxxed. Yeah, hardcore. And I also practice some homeopathic protocols and use some homeopathic products that aren't exactly accepted legally in this state. So I was a little hesitant, and now I see how slow the progress is going. The excuses are that there are other people, I'm sorry. It's hard to find volunteers right now. Well, look, I'm not living in a tent. My house didn't just get flooded in Washington. I didn't just watch my neighbor go down the river. That was a year ago for me. So I'm not the least bit upset that it's been slow, my help has been slow coming, and that, do I believe the doxing has a little bit to do with my lack of, yeah, a little bit, but no, don't get me wrong. No. The vast majority of these people look past that. That are coordinating this stuff. Yeah. I've been assured of that by too many to not believe it. Yeah. Sure have. This has been a long, strange trip, y'all. Okay, you have to understand that I first discovered I had squatters at the first of COVID. I had to come up here and push them out. They were dangerous people. I had 4 attempts on my life. 4th one almost happened. I shot through the hand. I grabbed the gun right in my face. I grabbed it and pushed it aside, and he shot through my hand. I did survive that attack. That was the 3rd. The other were more stealth poisoning and luring me to his, and I saw it coming and didn't go and didn't do. And then 4 attempts to frame me. And the 4th time almost worked. But the officer saw what was going on, asked a pertinent question at a pertinent moment, and the girl stumbled on her answer, and he knew it. He looked at me like, wow. And then once we got alone, he said, that wasn't yours, was it? I said, no, man. So he told the judge that, and it got dropped. I'm losing people in my chat, whatever. Okay. If you don't care, Max, why are you worried about that? I don't know. Then Laney came down with cancer. And then Joe died. 2 weeks later, Laney died. And then it wasn't long after that I found out I had cancer. And then it wasn't long after that my house flooded. And then it wasn't long after that my dog died, Johnny. And then it wasn't long after that uh, I battled through cancer and damn near died through the winter. And then I have Don to thank for that. The man helped me survive. And then then I went and rescued my little brother, and he died. He took himself, and then my little dog died. And then I went into grief counseling, and that's where I'm at now. It's been a long 5-year road, I hope. Being a Boilermaker, steel fabricator, mechanical engineer who built huge infrastructure throughout my career. I've dealt with politicians, code enforcers, lawyers, judges, you name it, manufacturing techs, man, tolerances, international tolerances, code standards, international codes and standards. I'm not going to stand quiet while others lie, endangering my fellow man. No, they need to know the truth, and I'm not going to shut up. I haven't yet. I've been threatened time and time again. Targeted. We're all targeted now, so there you go. But at one time I was probably targeted a little more than others. And then on top of that, yeah. What are you gonna do, right? When you know it's a lie, and where your currency is being directed, in other words, your government, your mental controllers, governmental, your many ticks, poly-tick, bloodsuckers are telling you a lie and taking your resources and committing mass red rum in your name and on your children's so-called debt calendar. How can there be debt on anything created out of nothing? There can't be. It's a lie. Yeah. How can you stand silent? I'm not going to. No, never will. If I have, but so be it. I'll pay the price. One day my grandchildren will know I paid the price to tell the truth, and I do believe that that day will come. It may be a grandson or daughter. Think about it. My great-great-grandpa and my uncles built a castle in the 13th century, another one in the 14th century, another one in the 15th century, in marshes, in a marsh, with cornerstones bigger than we can live. Well, as big as we can live today. But we can't carry them through a marsh. How do you dig down the bedrock in a marsh? in the 15th, 13th. So I know who I am. You better look into where you come from. It'll give you a better idea of just how powerful you are. What makes you think you are what dies? You're not this. This goes back to Mother Earth. It's the consciousness, which is the spirit, which enters this realm through these vessels, creating the soulful being that we experience in these vessels. This is my body. I'm not it. This vessel will go back to Mother Earth. I'm going back to Source. And I'll probably volunteer to come back and help again. As tormenting as this freaking place is. But I know I have seen the loftiest lofts. My God, y'all. I've seen beauty beyond belief. I've seen intimacy that's divine. And I will again. With the grace of our Creator. I love y'all. Peace.